Welcome to another video. I'm going to be giving my reaction to the SimCity Buildit Blueprint Exchange. The new one is going to be around for another month, and we got some pretty good rewards. It seems like the theme they're giving us is transportation, so I'm going to be telling you some things that can be very helpful, so I appreciate if you tune in. So let's get to the first reward, and this is the Monorail Station. At a 10 by 36 area, and a 75% boost. That is insane, a 75% boost. You know, as we see the best specializations in SimCity Buildit, 75% boost, which is some of the best, usually come from the grand prize of the Blueprint Exchange. The last one was the Colossus of Rhodes. This one is going to be the Monorail Station. Of course, that is something that you always want to get. It's really one of the motivating factors to compete in design challenges. It's going to cost you 2,000 blueprints, but hey, I think you just save up for that, because if you can get that, that's a good enough boost. I think it's very amazing. I've heard it was actually needed. Monorails, there's this really trend people talk about on social media of transportation, of different transportation, and I heard on social that there should be railroads and monorails as regular additions. Now, they're just putting this as a specialization. I don't think this is going to be a hint for future updates of actual railroads, like roads, but I'm just saying that would be a good idea, and it seems to me that some people in the community would enjoy that, because just the stations without more monorail to connect it with, it just kind of seems pretty dumb just to have a little station with a little train or monorail running for a little bit and just no other rails to connect to, and it's kind of annoying, and I think it needs to be a permanent addition to have monorails, not just this monorail station, but where we can build monorails above our city, so as to create an above-ground, train system. Maybe a famous one is like the L in Chicago, but let me tell you some also. I would say, aesthetic-wise, it's pretty good. It looks futuristic. I think the monorail is very cool. Really just amazing. Who doesn't love the monorail? It's small, it's sleek, it's gonna give you a good pop boost. What is there not to love about it? Really not much to hate on this. So, all I can give is approval to that. Hopefully, though, they'll give us actual monorails, so we can connect to that. Now, we're going to have the Countryside Station, and at 1,500 design challenge blueprints, it's not a bad price, and it's a very good boost. However, I would just rather save it for the Monorail Station, which is better. But at 16 by 18 area, 50% boost, that's a high boost. It's a very great boost, and it's a good precedent. As you know, if you look in the mountainside, you could see the train going. They do have train tracks in the game if you want to get all technical about it, and this has actually been a trend. I've saw people talk about this on the SimCity Builder Reddit community, is that the train stations has become a popular thing, like stations in general. So to add another one, I'm sure people are going to be very happy. They added the last one, the Helsinki railway station in the Mayor's Pass from the Finland Mayor's Pass. So I think people are excited. I know a lot of people are liking train stations, and we see train station after train station after train station after train station, and I think people are really just wondering, where are the railroads? Really, this is a bunch of transportation specializations, but we need more updates in transportation itself. I just feel like roads themselves are not enough. We have a game that has been so creative, and where you can build a city. In reality, we don't see cities, especially in America, with just roads. We have railroads. We have many other things in transportation, that it's not just cars. And I think it's kind of annoying when we just see them heavily emphasize roads. So hopefully we'll get more future transportation updates. Again, that's a very great boost. I would use it. But yeah, it needs to connect to a track. I wish you could connect it to the mountain track. I am not entirely sure if it's a mountain specialization. I'm pretty sure it's not, because it would be behind or above or in front of a mountain landscape. I believe that you can put it in your city, but that would be cool if you could connect it to your actual train track in the mountains, which you might be able to. I'm not really sure. But it's a basic station. Nothing really special about it. But I think they need to add tracks to accompany it, because right now it's just a train station, and without those tracks, it doesn't do much, right? So the hot air balloons, 14 by 14 area, 20% boost. This one, I don't have much high thoughts on, just because it's very simple. It's not really that creative. I will say that, because for one, they already have hot air balloon. As you can see, they have hot air balloons in the transportation category that you can buy already. So I just kind of find it a little dumb to just have a specialization that just says hot air balloons. They could have done something with hot air balloons, maybe something special like a hot air balloon carnival. I don't know, just something else more creative. But just to simply have a specialization just named after a mode of transportation, I don't see the creativity in that. At a 14 by 14 or a 20% boost for 1,000 blueprints, it's just overpriced. I would avoid it. Unless, you want to. I'm just saying avoid that and just save for the monorail station. I don't think much people are going to want the hot air balloons. See, some other rewards are going to be the platinum keys, golden keys, area expansion items. I'm going to tell you a trick that I used for the last blueprint exchange. If you're not going to save up for the specializations, or say that you didn't play enough and you couldn't get the specializations, there are some good currency rewards, honestly. Those platinum keys, free of them for 600 is not too bad of a deal. And the simcash and war simoleons are the greatest deals. I mean, the fact that you could get 5,000 war simoleons, we have to remember, those of us that don't war much, war simoleons are not that common. For only 200 design challenge blueprints, that's a good deal. And look at the simcash deals. 100 simcash for 250 blueprints. That is very easy to get. So I think when you look, blueprint exchanges are actually the easiest way to get war simoleons if you exchange for the 5,000 war simoleons. And then the easiest way to get simcash, because you get such a good value. Some of the best deals on that come from the design challenge blueprint exchange. So just wanted to tell you that it's a very good deal. So if you're not going for the specializations, get some currency deals, because those are going to be very good for you. Again, area expansion items, beach items, mountain items, you're going to always see those. Those are, pretty cheap, and, it just depends, on your situation. If you really need those, hey, go ahead and buy those. I don't mind them. They're pretty good as well. The 5,000 simoleons, it's very, very, very cheap, extremely cheap. I would avoid it anyways. 5,000 simoleons is still nothing. And then also, it's going to depend, on your league. As I said, the deals with the Silver League, and you'll have to be in the Silver League to get the war simoleons and that 100 simcash deal. And then I have to get, and also all of you who are not, I have to get to the Gold League to get the simcash 200 simcash deal and the city storage items, which we're going to get at the end. So it's also going to depend on your league. This is not how it used to be, but when they introduced the concept of leagues a couple months ago or whatever, it made it something that you have to work for it, that the best players in design challenges will get the best rewards, which is fair. I respect that. It doesn't actually take much, honestly, to get promoted. I was at gold. I guess I sunk down back to silver, but it's very easy. I casually do design challenges. I don't compete in every one. So yeah, it's also going to be dependent upon your league. All right. But yeah, there's not much to say here. So in conclusion, we got a bunch of transportation specializations, and I hope that sets the precedent that we add these transportation things like railroads, like monorail, like train tracks, instead of just roads, because I think we're all tired of just simple and basic roads. So yeah, I think it's setting that precedent, and it's pretty good. I don't mind it. We got, another whole month left of this, so I'm excited. I really am excited, and let's go get those rewards. We're going to see some great design challenges. I'm expecting throughout this exchange, probably going to see some Lunar New Year ones, maybe still, and Valentine's Day coming up as well. So we're going to see what they're going to do with these exchanges. Again, I always appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. So I appreciate always if you subscribe, and if you go hit the links to Twitter and Discord down below, because it's very hard. I'm actually had a quiet audience. Like, I'm going to get the views on some of these videos, and I just don't know who you guys are, and I like to know, what your opinions are from a personal perspective. I want to know, from the players, talking to the players about the game, not just you watching the videos. So it's always greatly appreciated if you comment, or just go on Twitter and just start a conversation. I don't want to do this just to get views and stuff. I want to actually have a conversation with you guys. So I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support.